If you don't fuck with
Zaya X0712,
you're just a bitch-ass trick.
What's poppin', everybody? Thank you yet again for tuning into the channel. I'm back on behalf of www.ETCZAYA.com. You can go ahead and check out that link in the description. And this time back with another Z-mail. As you guys know, I've already posted a Z-mail by this time that you're seeing this. And I got a few more to go, as well as a pickup video. So bear with me. I thank everyone for the support, for the love. The Z-mail questions are coming in heavy, and that is the reason that I have to put out 3 to 4 every day or every other day, so to try to get through them. But again, like I said, man, I appreciate everybody for submitting a question. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this next email. What's up, Zaya? Before I shoot you my question, I just want to say you're one of my favorite YouTubers out there and enjoy all of your content. Zaya, what could you recommend for a teen to start making some cash? Unfortunately, jobs out here in Brooklyn, New York are scarce and hard to obtain. So I've been having ideas on starting a business because money's been really tight for my family. I had a clothing brand in mind, but I have no clue which procedures I should undergo to be successful and take in some dough. Thank you for your time, Zaya. All right, so y'all seen the question from the young man. And again, thank you for submitting it, brother. Man, what can I say, man? New York is just a tough market, bro. And not for you as a young man. It's a tough market for anybody. Trying to, do your thing and trying to be on the come up. Don't get me wrong. New York is popping when it comes to fashion and clothing and stuff like that. But, it's always, even when I lived in New York years back, it was always a bitch to get a job. And the funny thing is that when I did live in New York, because I've been in Florida about 10 years now, so when I did live in New York, I was, I was around your age, maybe a little older, but I did have time there, and I couldn't find a job either, bro. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. And I did all types of dumb stuff that I would never recommend to you, because there's so many options nowadays to do the right thing than there is to do the wrong thing. The clothing brand, I wouldn't really let that be the first thing you're trying to do. And what I mean by that is you need to have like baby steps, in my opinion. Baby steps to get to the top. Even me as a grown man, I still gotta take baby steps on my pursuit of happiness. But the clothing brand is just really, really risky. Really risky. Now, there's two ways that you can go about it. Let's say you're gonna do the clothing brand, and I'll show you where the risk is at. Most people do the clothing brand, they'll come up with a design, and then they'll go ahead and print 50, 100 shirts. You have to take that money and invest it in the shirts from jump. What if people don't even like the design? You gotta be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to look at yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself. What if no one likes your design? Now you're stuck with 50 to 100 shirts that you can't move, and then that's just money down the drain. There's another option. There's the whole pre-order. But what I've noticed is that if you don't really have a following, you can't really do pre-order because people may not trust you. They may not know who you are. Again, this is something that is risk. As far as the clothing brand, if it's something that you really like to do, now that's another thing. What I tell everybody is that figure out what it is that you like to do, and then figure out how you can monetize what you like to do. There's a lot of people out there that are gamers. Yo, get yourself one of the recorders that attaches to the TV, record yourself gaming, talk shit, upload it. You never know. This is content that people like to watch. My honest opinion is the clothing, I think that's like, when you're taking the steps, that's like step 3 or step 4 or step 5. It's not the first one. You need right now what we would consider a quick flip. And you need to maybe take money, double it, and then the money you took, put that back, and then use this money to keep on bubbling up. There's a lot of things that you could do, but it's just hard, man. I don't know how New York is, man. I've been gone like 10 years. I know that it's rough to get a job. I know that, but I don't know what's around you. Have you ever tried? Maybe. Well, I think you said you was younger than that. Yeah. You could try in your school, man. You never know. All right. So this is something that I grew up with, so I don't know if it's still available. It's called co-op. If you're in high school, and I'll look back real quick. I usually, yeah, you didn't say your age. Oh, well, you said a teen. So there's a thing called co-op, and if you go check with your guidance counselor or something like that, if you're still in school and you're still in high school, the program allows you to work 1 week and go to school the next week. I don't know if that's even still available, but when I was in high school, that's how I got money. I joined that program, and I joined that program, I believe, in my sophomore, and I did it sophomore, junior, and senior year. And it's pretty good, man. You go to school 1 week, you work, and well, you go to school 1 week, and then the next week you go to work, and it's an easy way to make money and still go to school and be good. If not, why don't you try like mom and pop stores, man? Especially if like you're into shoes and stuff like that. Try local mom and pop. There's mom and pop stores everywhere in New York that sell shoes. You know, you never know. You know, they may be looking for a stock boy or something like that. If not, why don't you try job agencies? They do have job agencies. I don't know what the limit is or the requirement is on the age. So that may play a factor, but for the most part, I remember at 17, yeah, 17. So I did the co-op job where I worked 1 week and I went to school the next week. And then you work during the time that you would go to school. So I actually got a second job delivering alcohol, which is weird because technically you have to be of age, but they kind of let me slide on it. You just deliver alcohol. I used to do that in the city. So again, like I said, man, it's kind of hard to answer a question like that because I don't know what's really in your surrounding. And the answer that I want to give you is not the answer that everyone else out there is going to want to hear me give you. And that's, fuck it, flip shoes. You know, it's just plain and honest. Like, it's going to take little time physically. Well, no, not physically, because you kind of got to be camping and all that stuff. Do your research. If you're a good researcher, research when shoes come out, research which shoes are valuable, and flip some shoes. You could do that as well. I know it's not the best answer, but you know, I didn't really know your full circumstances. So hopefully you're able to find something, young brother. Stay positive though. Don't do nothing negative. You know, as in selling drugs, stealing, robbing, none of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, you know, you're risking your freedom, and there's nothing better in life than your freedom. Just stay focused, be positive, and for the most part, really think about what it is that you like to do, and then figure out a way to monetize that, because that'll always be the best job you can have, with doing what you like to do. For the most part, hopefully I answered the question. I'm sorry if I didn't. It was just a little vague in how I got it. But if you would like to get your question answered out there, send it to Zaya_X_0712@yahoo.com, and I'll do my best to answer it. That being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Everybody stay up, stay fresh. Peace.